Welcome agents to this Ingress video, and we're going to have a look at a new feature that Niantic have just dropped, and you can see it on the screen right there. It is the new Rare Kinetic Capsule, and as you can see on my screen as well, I've already got 4 there, and currently actually as I'm telling you this, I've got 19 clogging my inventory. So why are they useful? I particularly say if you're hoarding masses and masses of keys like I am at the moment, they're great storage devices. So the 4 that you can see there are all full of resonators, but there's plenty to choose from in terms of the programs. You can choose shields, you can choose very rare heat sinks, very rare multi-hacks, soft banks. And at the moment you've got the Ada and the Jarvis programs. You can even get some R8s or hypercubes, but my favorite in particular is this one on the screen right now. It is level 8 resonators turning into level 1 resonators, because you can over deploy fantastically with these things, and I'll show you that in just a bit. And one of the current medals is the builder medal that I've been trying to get Onyx for a long time now, and these things are really going to help. So at the moment you can see that in terms of my stats on builder, I am currently standing at 176,697 deployed. But then when you've got these new kinetic capsules and you're getting 40 level 1 resonators each time, which is something that I don't normally get, you can deploy those first, and then above those you can deploy level 2 resonators, then level 3s, and just keep deploying over yourself to the point where actually you can deploy 45 resonators per portal. So we're actually going to go back in time in a second, and I'm going to show you that in action. Here's a grey portal, but before we have a look at that, I'll show you the stats, and you can see at the start and at the end. So I'm currently on 167,084 deploys. We're going to have a go at over deploying. That is deploying as many resonators as possible on one portal to see just how many we can gain, and it should be 45. But of course, before we do that, we've got to claim our level 1 resonators from our kinetic capsule. Not actually that I need them, as you can see in a second. I've got quite a lot in my inventory, but I'll use them quite quickly as well in order to try and get this badge Onyx as soon as possible. So we start off with all of level 1s, going around the entire thing obviously, and then we're going to move up to 2s and 3s, and you can see how I do it. Essentially, I go through all level 1s, then 4 of them I'll turn into level 2s, and above those level 2s I'll go straight to level 3s rather than redeploying over the level 1s, and I'll keep doing that, just making sure that every single time I'm only going up in an increment of 1, no jumping, so no 2s to 4s, no 1s to 3s or anything like that. And as long as you keep doing that until you've exhausted all opportunity for deploying, you should have 45. So I'll let this play out and you can have a look and see the pattern that I'm doing it in. There are 2 downsides then on this over deploy method. So whilst it's great on gaining different tiers for the medal, the builder medal, and having that stat go up and up and up, actually, number one, it's quite tedious, and so you have to be quite meticulous when you're deploying at making sure to only go up 1 increment on every single resonator every single time that you deploy, and it takes quite a while. You're never going to be doing this when you're in a hurry at all. And then the other downside is that, as you can see that I'm deploying now and going up and up, each one of those resonators, you're not seeing any AP gain at all. So normally you gain 125 AP per resonator that you deploy, or if you're deploying over somebody else, you're gaining 65 AP, which means that you're always gaining points. Well, if you're deploying over yourself, you don't gain anything. So you're actually doing it purely for the builder medal and for no other purpose, unless you're actually just clearing your inventory space, certainly. So whilst some people are happy doing that and gaining tiers on their medals, we all play in different ways, and some people might find that a pretty tedious waste of time. However, one solution to that could be that you play in tandem, you play as a pair, and one person deploys first, the next person deploys over them, and you keep going backwards and forwards, so you're actually still gaining AP, which makes it a little bit more worthwhile. excuse the random glyph hack in the middle of this video then. Whilst I was recording this, it was restocking weekend, so you can see the huge amount of resonators and the huge amount of weapons that are coming out of this one portal. But anyway, let's have a look at the final stats then. So going into the builder stat, you can see I end on 167,129, which is exactly 45 more than I started before I started over deploying on that one portal. So I definitely recommend these new Kinetic Capsules for over deploying and breeding level 1 resonators. Having said that, there's lots of uses for them, and even if you just want to flip viruses backwards and forwards, then yeah, use them for that purpose too. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.